This is crazy, this is crazy, this is crazy.
Today we're going to look at some common causes of school bus accidents in Maryland, D.C., and Virginia. Schools are in session, so it's a great time to look at this. And in fact, first we'll look at the good news. School buses are one of the safest forms of transporting children in the District of Columbia and in the Maryland area. In fact, each year nationally, nearly 500,000 school buses transport children throughout the nation. And in fact, there has been only each year in the last 5 years approximately 20 school-age fatalities. One of the first issues that always comes to mind in school bus cases that come to us, accident cases, was the accident or the injury caused to the school child in part by the fact that the child was not wearing a seatbelt. And believe it or not, the answer is no. The National Transportation Safety Board decided that with buses they would do it by a way of compartmentalization. In other words, the safety factors are designed in a school bus in such a fashion so that seatbelts are not needed. They're not warranted. So therefore, the lack of seatbelts are in fact not a cause of a lot of these injuries, or basically none of these injuries. Common causes of the bus accidents and the bus accident injuries in Maryland, D.C., and Virginia are as follows. One, driver's negligence. School bus drivers are often on certain schedules. They try to cut corners to get on schedule, and as a result they're in a hurry quite often, we see, and there's accidents. We see them failing to look, failing to pay attention to pedestrians. We've seen dangerous roadways and conditions. We've also seen on a fair amount of bus cases, and not just school bus cases, improper maintenance. Improper maintenance leads to brake failure, and brake failure contributes to a substantial amount of bus and actually truck accidents. With respect to enhancing your children's safety, I would say at this time, now that we're getting into the season of school buses being everywhere, tell the children when they get off the bus, make sure the bus driver sees them. Tell them to walk, not necessarily right at the edge of the bus, to look left and right before crossing, to tell the bus driver if they drop something, don't try to pick it up because the driver, more often than not, can't see the child. Lastly, as drivers, at a time when there's school buses everywhere, remember that yellow flashing lights basically mean that the bus is preparing to stop, and when it's a red light, don't pass the bus. It's stopping to load or unload children.
This is crazy, this is crazy, this is crazy.